Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? Welcome back. Today we are doing another Tubi recommendations list. I've seen the comments. I know you guys are enjoying these videos. So today I tried to do a healthy mix of weird films mixed with some deep cuts, but also a few familiar favorites. So if you enjoy, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, check out all of my links down below if you would like to see any more of me or support the channel any further. As always, there is a letterboxd list corresponding to all of the films I have talked about, movies that are on Tubi. All of the lists that I've done, I've made one big list on Letterboxd for you to follow along with. So we're going to begin with one of the weirder films on this list, and a film that we watched earlier on in the week for obvious reasons, and 420 Massacre. This is from 2018. A group of 5 women go camping in the woods to celebrate a friend's birthday over 420 weekend. But when they cross the turf of an illegal marijuana co-op, they struggle to survive the living nightmare. And if you honestly just want a stupid slasher where you can just smoke some shmee, if you know what I mean, and just have a good time, it's definitely a stoner slasher. But next up is a super underrated gem with Skinner from 1993. A man rents a room in a couple's house and roams the streets at night looking for victims to skin while constantly being followed by someone he mutilated looking for revenge. This stars the great Ted Raimi. This also stars Tracy Lords. And if you'd like a fun double feature, this movie Skinner and Excision, directed by Richard Bates Jr., they definitely have campy, stupid vibes. Both starring Tracy Lords, they would make a great double feature. Okay, let's talk about Cabin Fever 2 Spring Fever from 2009. A high school prom faces a deadly threat, a flesh-eating virus that spreads via a popular brand of bottled water of all things. Now this one is directed by Ty West. Am I a Ty West fan? Pull up in the X-Pearl Maxine trilogy. Anyways, let's very quickly talk about another underrated gem at number 7 with The Thaw from 2009. In the Arctic, a global warming researcher and 4 students discover that a melting polar ice cap has released a deadly prehistoric parasite. Not something you see a lot in horror films, prehistoric parasites. Let's bring that back. Actually, I feel like Full Moon Features probably brought that back, which leads me to my next Tubi list. I want to do a list of only Full Moon Features movies on Tubi, so let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. But halfway through here, let's move into Pet from 2016. A man bumps into his old crush and instantly becomes obsessed. After several attempts in winning her over, he kidnaps her and holds her captive underneath an animal shelter where he works. This stars Dominic Monaghan, who you'd know from Lost and Lord of the Rings, in this sinister, crazy role. Ugh. But I want to talk about one of the greatest films of all time, I Saw the Devil, from 2010. A gifted government agent embraces his role as a ruthless vigilante after a prolific, sadistic murderer goes after someone he loves. This movie is so, just from start to finish, it ropes you in from the very moment it just... the beginning gruesome murders and kills in the first opening scene, it just grips you until the very end of the movie, and you kind of have to take a breather after that one. But it's so worth the watch, and even more worth the rewatch, because you can really feel the intensity and depth within all the characters in this film. Okay, at number 4, I feel like this may be a fan favorite in the horror community, the Belo Experiment from 2016. A group of 80 American workers are locked in their office and ordered by a mysterious voice to participate in a twisted game. I talked about this in one of my game horror videos, but I think it's worth bringing up again because this is the definition of a great Friday night watch. At number 3, we have a movie that I recently brought up, but I wanted to kind of wrap around to let you know that it's free on Tubi. Rattlers from 1976. A herpetologist investigating a series of fatal rattlesnake attacks discovers that the creatures have been impacted by a mysterious nerve gas disposed of in the desert by the military. Let me know if you watch or have seen this movie and you also get similarities to The Outwaters from 2022. Something about the snakes in the Mojave Desert just makes my brain connect both movies immediately. Okay, at number 2, let's talk about a film that has one specific scene that made my skin crawl and literally my heart was in my butthole. Let's talk about the Pipsy Tapes from 2007, when hundreds of videotapes showing torture, murder, and dismemberment are found in an abandoned house. They reveal a serial killer's decade-long reign of terror and become the most disturbing collection of evidence homicide detectives have ever seen. You know the scene in this movie when it's one of the tapes and it's a girl sitting and she's like strapped to the chair, and then the guy like comes crawling up to her, but you kind of feel like he's crawling on all fours, but he's not, I don't believe. But the way that he has this mask on his head makes it look so unhuman, and it's so disgusting to me to see. It's so cringe that it becomes scary. I don't know, it just, the first time we saw that, I honestly I felt ill. And it wasn't too long ago that I watched this movie for the first time. It just really had a profound impact on me. But I did save the best for last because this is an underrated film that I feel like more people should watch. And that is Tamra from 2005. Tamra, a boring girl who was picked on by her peers, returns after her death as a sexy seductress to enact revenge. Now, I will say that this is not, it doesn't really hold up, but some of the gore and body horror in this movie, it's truly so disgusting. And when I first saw this movie, I think I was in like the 7th grade, so it would have been 2007 that I saw this for the first time. I was in the depths of figuring out that I was dealing with emetophobia. I've kind of got it under control. I'm gonna wrap around to that at the end of this video, but there's a specific vomiting scene in this movie, and I remember seeing it on TV, and it scared me so bad that I ran out of my bedroom and I had to have my mom come in and turn the television off because it just made me so, oh my god, it just gave me such a visceral reaction that I never rewatched it until, like, that was the 7th grade where I was maybe 13. I am 31 and I just rewatched that movie about 6 months ago and it still had me just, I can't look at this. It's really bad. But let me just bookend that with, have you guys watched the show Extracted? It just finished. It's a survival TV show. That's a horror TV show. Those people went through like the horrors of being outside and just dealing with the elements and having to eat bugs and do whatever to survive. It was really sad and scary. And anyways, there was one scene near one of the last episodes where one of the girls got sick. And I kind of wasn't prepared for it. Usually I'm good at like sussing out a vomiting situation and closing my eyes. Maybe we can dive into like where all this started from, because me and Alex kind of unpacked it a little while ago and it's wild. But anyways, there was a scene where she just took the camera and bent over and puked right in the camera, and they showed it like 5 times within the last 2 episodes. Oh my god, I felt ill. I was getting woozy. I couldn't watch. But I'm getting better with it. Fake puke, fine. Real puke, it's touch and go, man. Anyways, on that note, I hope that you enjoyed this video. 10 more recommendations for you to watch on Tubi for free. You know I love accessible horror. Check out my Patreon. There is a whole playlist of very accessible horror movies. It is under the Movie Night collection. And I hope that you do make one of those movies a movie night, or one of these movies free on Tubi a movie night. And on that note, Alex and I have a short film coming out, so stay tuned because we've been working on it for the past 2 years. I look completely different in it, but we're so excited to release it, so stay tuned. I will be uploading it to this channel. I'm so excited to be diving into different forms of creating. It's so fulfilling. I love it. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys so soon. Sayonara, Spooky Fam.